Hello. This is the Awful and Awesome Entertainment Wrap, episode 271. This is Rajyasree.
And this is Abhinandan Sekhri in the house. Today with full energy because I had parathas and lassi for breakfast, lunch and dinner. And today we have a very long menu of things we are going to be discussing today.
Are you channeling Badshah?
What's Badshah?
Badshah is that rapper who you like, who you try and...
If I was channeling Badshah, I would have...
What?
I won't be mean. It's okay.
Because Badshah is sensitive as a
He's
person.
sensitive.
In case he listens to this.
The joke I'd crack, then people say, oh, you cannot make fun of a person for X, Y, Z. So also just... So then... So we have so many things, and what will finally be discussed will depend on who wins in the fighting. Because I have seen Nope. It's a film.
You have not... Don't make it seem like you saw it out of your own volition. You were asked to please watch Nope.
Yeah.
Then you watched.
Rajyasree held my eyes open like this and
yeah,
said, now watch.
pretty much. Okay, Nope. Then...
Aha, the film, which I just...
I don't understand where these things have
never
come
given
into this
the
list.
documentary. Then 2 ads. It's
What happened? Why did you not read the film which I put over there?
And Do Revenge.
Yeah, and Batman now.
And Batman also is there. And there's a Cadbury. And there's so many things. So we'll see what all makes it to the list. Whatever
And
doesn't.
the bear is there.
The beer.
The beer is there also.
So if you watch it at leisure, it's chill beer. But if you watch it with someone you love, it's beer with me.
I apologize.
More
to
jokes are
people
coming
who
as we go on.
And Serial, the podcast.
We've already reviewed it long.
As in what it has resulted in.
So you'll be thrilled to know that we have another couple of court cases that we have to deal with. And we have
This is no
an
laughing
appeal
matter.
that is coming up next week. So our budget for legal case fighting is going up a little bit this month and next. So kindly subscribe and pay to keep news free. Go on the website. We don't take any ads from corporations or sarkars. And these days you see every channel is full of government ads, but not on newslaundry. So that's where you come in, because we are an entirely subscription funded enterprise. So if you're watching this for free, mufat khors, fine. If you're not earning, it's okay. But if you are, please pay to keep news free, because when the public pays, the public is served. And that is why we can say what we want without fear or favor. We shall start with Nope.
Because Abhinandan has watched it.
Among other things I've watched. So Nope is directed by Jordan Peele. You may know Jordan Peele of Us and Get Out fame.
And of Key and Peele. He used to do these comedy bits. So that's the part which is remarkable, because if you watch Key and Peele, you'd never have thought that there was such great intellect and talent residing inside him.
You made the same point on this show more often than I have made the point that I was an assistant on Monsoon
Please.
Wedding.
No, that's impossible.
Yeah,
Yours is
same.
252. Mine is only 52.
Every time you've said that
No.
he made this.
Did you like it or not?
So I liked it. I didn't dislike it, but it wasn't great. I was a little disappointed, and I think there's an inevitability to it because his first 2 films are so phenomenally
Especially the
brilliant.
first one.
So I'm going to consult my notes that I keep, which I mention now and then, because I am a professional and I take notes.
Please, we would not realize that, but carry on.
And my notes are in the form of a matrix. So, by the way, we have 2 subscribers sitting here. Amitabh Trehan and his niece Vasundhara. We have 2 subscribers who have come to see us.
We might lose 2 subscribers by the end of it also.
So, why is it called Nope? I didn't understand.
Oh, because, no, so this is what they've said in interviews, that when you ask black people that, why don't you go and walk in the forest alone or do anything where you're bound to get killed, their reaction is always, no. So that's why, that's the thing.
So, Peele has the burden of expectations upon his shoulders.
Have you written an essay you wrote?
Can I give my commentary without being interrupted like you did? Your boring commentary that I didn't interrupt. Okay. Now, this burden of expectations is that his film must have layers, which they not necessarily do.
Which is what I feel.
A thriller as well as social commentary is very hard to do. Okay. He's done it twice. To expect it a third time is a bit much. a horror as social commentary also. I mean, can you think of a horror film as a social commentary? Get Out. That's what it was.
And
can-
Rosemary's
you can
Baby
talk.
also.
Rosemary, what? There was social commentary in Rosemary? What was it?
It's about how women are subjugated.
Now you're making up.
Swear on you.
You know, anyway. Here he
Why would I
does.
make it up?
Here the Mishran, the hybrid is sci-fi with classic Western in setting. So that is a difficult enough thing to do with black characters, because Westerns are typically, which were called the spaghetti Westerns. Why are they called spaghetti Westerns, Rajyasree?
Because you ate spaghetti while watching
Because they're
them.
primarily made by Italians. So they're called spaghetti Westerns, which are predominantly just white men being cool and macho. Which is why Django Unchained was such a commentary on... And he has done that. So I think that's enough. Now, I read a few pieces that were trying to extract layers from this film, like a Delhi's ganne ka juice seller, juice spelt Joos,
That also you've written.
like a ganne ka juice seller
so
extracts
much you've written.
from the almost dry
500
sawdust-like...
words. So sorry.
Although I read pieces that are trying to extract another layer from this film, like a Delhi ke ganne ka juice seller is trying to extract every boond of ganne ka juice from an almost dry sawdust-like husk of sugarcane.
This you had to, twice you read it so that you could complete this.
Then
Then,
point number 4,
how many points are there?
5.
Okay, thank God.
It's excellent on mood, music, cinematography, and pace. It is clearly made by someone who is a craftsman par excellence.
Excelos. Why did you not say that? It
Because
has
it's
some
my
of my
sentence, not yours.
favorite music. It has really good music.
The last 15-20 minutes are a bit of a letdown because it's predictable, and any supernatural related film will end in that zone. It goes into that zone. So that was slightly... I just wish he doesn't go down the M. Night Shyamalan route, because his first 2 films were so amazing. Third one is kind of not quite there. And we all know what happened to Shyamalan after that. So I think Mr. Peel should now take a chill pill for 2-3 years and then come with a film.
He'll listen to you. He's waiting to listen to our podcast and our views on his career projection.
The likelihood of what's his name? Karan listening to this is as much as Jordan Peele listening to this.
I'm telling you,
Just-
you don't
just
listen to me.
FYI. You can talk about the bear right now because we're already 25 minutes into the show. The bear.
You're taking an executive decision.
Executive decision.
Can you spell executive?
Executive. So, first, before she bores us with her review, I'll make some good jokes.
Oh God.
Short and crisp like snacks, like murmuras. So, before a review, Aha, the film, the movie, it's a documentary film about this band, Aha, which became big in the 80s when I was young, basically. So, if this band made songs for children, what would we called? Aha! If it...
Please don't stop subscribing.
If
I'm
it was
just
a
begging
band that only sang mysterious songs, what would we called?
Oh.
Aha.
Oh. Please stop. Please.
Okay, they're not coming out as funny as they were in my
It
head.
wasn't.
I think
Did you practice?
the audience has killed my joke.
Is there another one more you have? Say one more.
I'll-
Let's see. Maybe it will be good.
I'll come up with something.
It is about this man a young man who goes back to Chicago to look after the restaurant of which his brother used to run. And his brother killed himself and has willed the restaurant, left the restaurant to him. And he is a Michelin star chef.
And it's called The Bear.
It's called The Bear.
The restaurant.
Because, no, the restaurant is not called. The restaurant is called the something else it's called. But it's not called The Bear. There's a reason why. Bear is this guy's, Kami's pet name.
Okay.
So, but it's about him going back and doing what he thinks is the right thing, that I will give up my fancy life in, not fancy life, but the fancy kitchens he works in, to come and work at this Chicago. They make sandwiches, this restaurant, and I will try and keep up my brother's legacy. And slowly you realize that the brother and he had so there are 3 siblings. There's a sister who he's on good terms with, the brother and he, who he clearly was very fond of, had this fraught relationship. And he says, he didn't even take my calls in the last few years and all. And the brother's best friend is also part of the restaurant. He also runs the restaurant. And he clearly has a chip on his shoulder about the fact that why would my friend leave the restaurant to his brother who he didn't speak to when I'm his best friend and was
Because blood
running.
is thicker than water. I mean, what a dumb question. But just want to point out that while describing the plot of the earlier film, I had said the brother and sister have a fraught relationship. You described the brother's relationship as fraught. You didn't have another word in your vocabulary, which is very
Which is very what is it?
disappointing, considering you keep boasting about your English.
I
You could have
never
come up-
boast
You could have come with
about-
another word. You don't have to repeat what word I want to
I
use.
never boast about my English, but
You make fun of my English and boast about
never.
yours.
I
Yes.
think your English is stellar, absolutely.
She
It's
makes
like
fun.
South Hall in London,
She
same
makes
English.
fun when I
yeah.
can't pronounce the dishes that we order.
But no, so the entire show is about him pulling this kitchen together, and also the relationships that with his brother, how that comes out. And his
This
brother
sounds
was
such a boring show.
no, it was so I have
So
to
it's
say
the plot is about
first
a guy making a kitchen work and cooking food.
It's very well made because you get that whole
I thought Zarur
tension of
dekhoonga.
working. No,
It sounds so
no,
interesting.
you're dead inside. That's why you don't appreciate all this. But it's about
Gujia
him
banaye, gujia.
discovering. See, do I do this when
Phir
you're
papdi
reviewing?
banayenge.
Huh?
I'm just trying to liven
That's
up.
very bad. If I do this, you would give me a lecture upstairs. You know, you shouldn't interrupt me. Huh?
I sound like that. That's a remarkable
But-
impression.
Where did you watch the film? Is what I want to
On
know.
the flight.
Okay. So I just want to say I went on a few Emirates flights just before Abhinandan went on his flight. Only he has found the most tucha films he found from where I don't know because I watch films for 12 hours one way, 12 hours another way. I saw everything that was on. I did not see Aha the film
Or the Pakistani
or the
shows.
Pakistani shows, so I didn't even know what there were. So I'll give you some tips for the next, like what to look at in the menu
You
section.
tell us about Do Revenge.
I'm going to keep this short because I want to talk about serial, what's happened with serial, the outcome of it, because I have a view, as usual.
Don't say I have a view as if you poke your eye out. Just say I have a view. I have a view.
No.
It's not literal.
No, I have a view is all I'm saying. So, do
I
revenge.
say I have an overview.
It's bad. Okay, anyway. So, Do Revenge is this American school comedy drama thing like Clueless.
Archie's.
No, like Clueless. Remember Clueless?
Whatever.
Yeah, so they've got, and it's a revenge comedy. So it has a lot
Whatever.
of promise. Like it's the kind of thing you would like to, like these two girls get together basically to destroy certain arch enemies of theirs. So basically one of the main girls, who is Camila Mendes, she plays this character called Drea. It's this very elite school. She is a scholarship student in this school. And much like Clueless, all the outfits have been given a lot of focus. So because she's a scholarship student, her uniform is slightly different to the rest, but they all carry these Gucci bags and there's a look that's there and all. She is seeing the coolest boy in school, and everything is a bit of a statement in. So they make that he's not this like a hunk. He's a metrosexual kind of. He's got he wears like, he's wearing earrings like me, but he's hetero, but he's just a schoolboy who is a little androgynous. And he leaks a picture or a video, a nude video of hers, which he asks her to send him as, oh, how will I remember, something to keep me warm during the summers, holidays, and how she gets blacklisted in school, but he's fine because he's a guy. And another girl joins the school as well, a new girl, and they gang up together to
take
take
revenge.
down. And
It's
they
a-
say this do revenge thing. She says, what is even do revenge? Is that even correct English? So that's their phrase. So we have to do revenge. And it's very well thought out, detailed revenge. And it has Sarah Michelle Gellar from, who was in Scream and all. So she's the only old.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah, I
Buffy.
remember that. Yes,
Yeah.
I know. Yes, I remember.
So she's the principal. And even she has a look.
My God, she's become
Yeah, she's
old enough.
become,
Can
yeah.
you imagine?
So it's, and
I saw a photograph of that Beverly 9021 only hota tha, that
yeah,
show.
I used to love.
I mean, that was when I was, I think, in college. So that means those guys must have been younger than. I mean, now they're like,
They are
old, yeah.
They are older than us now.
Maybe it came to India late.
No. It was released at
But
the
they were
same
school
time.
kids. I was in college when that
So
film.
they were
Who's
a little
us? We're not
older.
the same age.
We are
first of all.
same-ish only.
If you want to write to us, you can click on the link in the show notes below. Wherever you're watching this or listen with, there'll be a link in the show notes, which will take you to the form where only subscribers can mail us. You can also mail us directly, podcasts, that's with an S, plural, podcasts at newslaundry.com. But please keep your email less than 150 words. Subscribe and listen to the complete unedited version of this podcast on our podcast player. Download the app. It will be most helpful for you to listen to this podcast smoothly without any problem.
We, being an independent platform, depend on our readers, viewers, and listeners. Support independent media by subscribing to News Laundry. Go to newslaundry.com, click on the subscribe button at the top, and pay to keep news free.